All right. Well, in the movie, we notice that both of your characters show more of their vulnerable side. And other than saving the world, what do you think both of your characters strive to do for themselves? What would they like to accomplish for themselves?
I think both of our characters actually, that's what draws our characters to one another, is this similar desire to have to feel kind of normal and to find themselves in another person and share experiences and be free of this huge responsibility they've always felt to work for someone else or use their power in one way or another, or like this constant like grinding, heavy responsibility, the weight of their job. And it's just like, I think they idealize this kind of future that they could have together. It's I think they want to be, loved. They want to be able to love, and, like everybody, they're just people.
Would you like to add to that?
Yeah, I think it's they finally find a time where they're in one place for a period of time, and they sort of let their guards down for a moment to think that they could be normal people, and of course they can't be, and that's really kind of sad, also really poignant and romantic. I think ultimately, really romantic.
Well, speaking of the relationship between Bruce and Natalie, how does it progress, and is there anything you would like the audience to really pay attention to as they're watching the movie?
Other than your hair.
And there's a lot of it.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because it'd be better if there was than if there was not a lot of it.
That's
that would
true.
be terrible.
That's scary.
So count your blessings.
Past. I do every day, believe me.
And your follicles.
I do.
Count your follicles. You do count them.
I've got a lot.
What do we want the audience to mostly pay attention to in our relationship? I don't know if I would say. I just hope the audience goes with our story. I think it's
unlikely.
It's an unlike that they will go with her story, or it's
No,
an unlikely romance.
They would be together.
It's an unlikely kind of a romance between between two people that seemingly come from totally different backgrounds and different places, and you think want different things but actually don't. I hope the audience is able to retreat into our little storyline in between all of the explosive madness. Hope we give them a welcome respite from, the crazy action sequences and global domination taking place.
Yes.
And my next question is actually for you. Do you think that your character, Bruce, truly despises himself as the Hulk, or is there something within him that actually embraces the Hulk?
I think coming into to Avengers 1 and Avengers 2, I think he's really trying to turn and face the Hulk and, figure out how to work with it, because he can't run from it anymore. There's nowhere to go. It just goes with him everywhere he goes. And so I think he's, when you get to 47 years old, you start to say, okay, this is who I am. These are my shortcomings. These are my strengths. Can I put them together and make that work? And I think he wants that, but I think it's also totally terrifying and out of control. And I also think for Hulk, Banner's what scares him. Banner is what is his most vulnerable. And so there's an interesting dynamic that we're coming towards between those two creatures, people, whatever they are, that I think we'll explore in 3 and 4. I think we'll explore.